Hi guys, welcome back to The Walking Dead. Daryl Dixon, The Book of Carol. It's starting to get a bit of a mouthful. Just keep extending the length of the title. So we spent the whole first episode, more or less, with Carol's journey and what she's about to undertake. However, we do know that she has had to bend the truth a little bit. In fact, quite a substantial amount, to try to get this guy to get her to where she wants to go, to try and find Daryl. Right across the ocean. I don't know how that works exactly with how small that plane is. We're not gonna bother too much about that, because it's not like there's much air travel left, is there? She couldn't get the boat because there weren't any. I'm assuming they have enough fuel to get here. I don't think it's really pivotal to the story. It's just showing us how she acquired it and how she gets there. I don't know at what point they're going to meet up and what the hell's going to happen. I've no idea. First of all, she's going to try and locate him. We know where he is. He's currently at the nest. So we'll take it from there. So let's go. Episode 2 of Season 2.
Everybody here says they love me.
They don't even know you.
I see how they look at me. I know it's
They're
not my
putting all
best
their hopes
to be an
into you,
ordinary child.
which I think is unfair.
I wish it was.
The dog?
Yeah,
How's Isabelle?
she's good.
Daryl. Come.
We'll see what they do with it.
Yes, but
See
I
what
think
they
he
want
misses
from him
Carol and the
and what
others.
he wants from Daryl
I'm sure they miss him.
conflict.
Doubt is the question that faith answers. You doubt because you are special, not because you aren't.
Could you try explaining
Do you
what
have
you
an
mean?
appointment?
Exactly.
Daryl wants to teach me something. It's a surprise.
Very well.
Just going off from Laurent's point of view, you're like, so I'm special. Why am I special? What's special about me other than you educating me?
Qu'est-ce qu'on fera alors si Laurent veut partir aussi?
Daryl finira bien par se laisser.
No, not to this he
Il y a des gens
won't.
qui ont besoin de temps.
Du temps, on n'en a pas. Rencontre papa le doute avec la foi, mais avec tes preuves.
Because if there's one thing religion's good at, it's brainwashing people. Religion has a time and a place. In this show, it can't take up very much of it. That's what I'm trying to get across to you guys. And I'm sorry for all of you that are religious people out there. I've not got a problem with it. I've got a problem with the context in which they're using it here.
Don't get too ahead of yourself.
Because there is more.
I got this.
What I don't want them to do is take a storyline and make the characters fit it. All caps. Oh, Booker. Oh, hell, I didn't expect that. Help. Took you a sweet ass time. There you go. You took that shot.
People.
People.
In a week or two, whenever you figure out a plan, you'll be gone and we'll stay here. People make choices for a reason that makes sense to them.
You could make a different choice. You could come with me.
Both of you. She won't, though.
Possible.
She won't.
Of course it's possible.
Okay.
Two men climbed over the wall. They knocked out our guard.
Je suis désolé. What did the men look like, Tatum? One had a tattoo on his face.
Bring him home. Everybody follows Daryl's lead. Thanks for your help back there.
Not the best landing spot. The field is full of tukalak.
Goes by any other name, I guess.
You're the first people we've seen in... It's been years.
Well, it would
When
be.
we heard you play, we thought we were dreaming.
You think you can fix it?
They were meant to
Still
land
a
here.
patch-up job. Shouldn't be too hard if I can find the right supplies.
There.
Oh, wow. Because we're in Europe, we've got such a different landscape for them to shoot. I'm not used to seeing it in this show.
What do you have cooking?
Just our specialty.
I'm assuming this is where they live.
Reindeer.
What was this place?
We make our own aquavit.
Looks like a chem lab.
Maybe later.
Climate research for our PhD. Tracking glacier melt.
Okay,
It's supposed
thank
to be
you.
3 months, but
Oh, yeah. The world went to hell.
maybe the world is trying to heal itself.
By killing everyone we love.
Well, yeah, the planet,
We're already
not
doing
people.
that to ourselves. One species, to serve its bottomless appetite, devours all the others.
Yeah, you see, scientists can see in a whole new light that maybe this was nature's way to bring on whatever comes next. And to do that, you've got to kill off the current species that's the top of the food chain, which is us. So I can see them having a much wider outlook than the average person.
Maybe I will take you up on that drink. Not if you're careful.
I'm so untrusting. I'm waiting for something to show itself here that we're not aware of.
Onions?
You sure you want to do that?
Doesn't make you nervous?
That's how accidents happen.
Yeah, Carol's getting the same feeling I'm getting here. Yeah.
I'm supposed to kill you.
Oh, you know. On whose orders?
I don't want to, though.
Won the coin toss? And she's supposed to kill Ash?
Kill him?
What were you trying? What were you saying? You
You
want
ever
him?
thought about having more?
Oh no! What now? Is that all?
What kind of world is this to bring a kid into?
I don't know what to make of this. This feels very dystopian, like there's no men left. We need to spread our seed kind of thing. Are they just after a man to have children? Or is it scientific in nature or emotional in nature or what? So there was a coin toss. The woman lost, which means get rid of Carol. So we've got him. But for what fucking purpose? What are they going to do? Turn him into a sex slave or a milking machine?
Humans would die out like we were never here. That's what Hannah wants, for civilization to end.
You're looking at repopulation.
You're gonna have me do that.
Oh, am I now?
Oh, yeah? How?
You're not
By
picking.
letting nature take its course.
Yeah, you're not picking up on this at all, are you,
Then
dude?
what's always been done. Over generations.
Do you need a postcard?
We've done all the calculations. 1,000 years out. We've even picked out baby names.
Oh, God, they've lost it.
Leak's fixed.
Wow, that was something
about
we've not
Carol.
dealt with before.
I'm not a killer.
This is mad.
Well, then why do it?
Who thought this one up?
I don't know.
Have you even killed anyone before?
I want to get out of this place. It's killing me. Ian, you will never leave. And I can't leave Ian.
You can do whatever you want to.
What are you waiting for, Hannah?
Can you give me a minute?
Just listen to me.
Shut up!
Do it. Do what I goddamn tell you. I do it myself.
Okay, well, that's took care of her. Have you two just gone
No choice.
fucking loopy? I think they have.
She was my friend.
Yeah.
Will you still take me with you?
Hell no!
He seems kind.
I'm gonna... Daryl, you need to dump this woman.
And all the French I learned in grade school, I finally get to use it.
You know what's coming. Okay. That was quicker than I expected it. Where the hell did that come from? Oh, he did it. Yeah, these two crazy bitches were nuts.
I had to do it.
It's okay.
Help me out of this, will you?
It's fine. You met two people who were way too far gone. Carol's got quite a body
Not
count.
a lot of people.
Carol's got a very high body count.
Remember, all of them never goes away.
Get some rest. We still got a ways to go.
What was even the number when Carol last mentioned it in The Walking Dead? What her body count was? It was like 40 or something.
All right.
spotted at least 2 of them.
And no?
It's hard to tell.
There are a lot of different ways of getting shot at here. Who we got hiding away in here that she's feeding? Who have we got in our midst that we are unaware of? You've been set up to go looking for him, he's still there. Yeah, you've been set up. We need arrows, because... Oh, that'll do.
It's from the nest.
Yeah.
It's in the stables.
Yeah, it was all a setup. He's part of it. Shit. All staged.
Why are you doing this?
I was wondering who took them. Now we know. Who took him, I mean. And I think it's his doing.
You weren't meant to be here.
Yeah.
You and fellow both.
No, but he was.
You can still let them go then. You and I can work this out.
You confused me. Not thinking clearly.
Listen, we understand.
Don't know what I went through. Dis-moi, mon garçon. S'il te plaît, Emile, dis-le-moi.
They only made me watch. Why they did their experiments and murdered the others. No one would doubt it after tomorrow.
What happens tomorrow?
For the cause.
Ceremony. To prove what we know.
Which is?
That Laurent is special.
Prove it how?
Isn't this what you believed? That his birth was a miracle.
You see the problem the minute you bring religion into something and you turn people crazy with it, that they become completely brainwashed and have a singular focus now. They all believe in this so much, and it's been drummed into them so much that they're willing to kill over it because they think they're protecting, like, this fucking second coming. Give me a fucking break.
He will not succumb to the bite.
That's what they believe. That's what they believe.
Look around
That
you, Emile.
he's the savior of mankind.
Does this look like salvation to you?
I'll be tempted.
Emile!
Yeah. Do it. You have to do it. Because he's not going to stop. Yeah. I'm not going to hop on about it. Just, I told you so. I know it's embellished on. And I know it's just a story. And it's just a TV show. But unfortunately, a lot of what this is insinuating and what it's trying to come across as is everything that we know has happened throughout time. As soon as you bring the religious aspect into things. So they believe that, not that he's the second coming or anything like that. I was wondering what part they were focusing on, saying that he's a golden child type. They believe because he was born the way he was born and brought into this world, that he's the savior of it because he can survive a bite. They think he's fucking Ellie from The Last of Us. But even that, even if you look at that, it didn't go down the religious side of things. But if you drum people and enough people into believing that this is what this miracle child is, you indoctrinate people into the point where they can't see anything else and they will die for the cause.
That's France down there.
Good. I mean, Carol's never been to France, has she? So why would she know? I just saw the Eiffel Tower there then. Still cut and maintained. So who's here? We're at a racetrack, aren't we, with the stadium? Where is this?
Bienvenue.
Merci.
Is that the extent of your French?
I don't want anything to happen to the plane.
It won't. I'll hide it. I made the decision to come here because I want to help you, okay? So, well, let me help you find your daughter.
You're gonna help us get out of here when the time comes, and I'm gonna need you and the plane to do that.
Two of us together, it's safer.
I've been doing a lot of things on my own. I've been out in this world more than you have.
Shows.
I'm pretty good at taking care of myself.
We'll need fuel. So
then you go do that.
If I'm not back in 2 weeks, don't keep waiting.
I'm not leaving without you.
I love these aerial shots. Wow. Anything. And it looks like you've just turned up there with the camera and shot it, that it's real. That's crazy. Look at that. That's a wallpaper shot right there. A front cover shot right there. I can't read anything. But it would just be them you've run into, wouldn't it?
Hey, t'as rien à foutre là, là? T'as faim? T'as faim?
She's tore into one, hasn't she? Smart lady. I know. Could you track that on the floor with all the leaves? Welcome to France, Carol. Oh yeah, no, you can say it. That sounds like a large group of people. I'm as clueless as she is here right now as to what the hell's going on here. I'm presuming this is just them handing out some sort of food rationing. Oh, hang on, it's trade. It's trade. I mean, they've got armed guard. Okay. You don't really see this.
Attention!
Attention.
C'est un petit aperçu de ce que la maison mère peut vous offrir. Des repas chauds, un lit douillet, de l'eau, du vin.
And in return.
Un plaisir simple tous les jours. Mais uniquement si vous acceptez de soutenir Madame
Genet, of course.
Alors? Les volontaires? J'en veux 20.
But not recruitment for what you think. Right? She needs bodies. Because do any of these look like they could be fighters or armed guard or anything? No, they don't want them for that. It's just an assumption, but... Too many of them. You're a feisty one.
Elle a du cran. Allez, dans l'autre.
Carol's been here 5 minutes. 5 minutes! She's already in the back of a truck.
All these years I've lived in that place.
Yeah. It's tainted.
Lausanne. I thought it was the one thing that would save us.
They're all...
People gotta believe in something.
Yeah, but in effect they're all extremists.
Don't worry, when the water goes back out, we'll go in and get them.
Finally. Took you long enough. You get yourself some. Go on, lad.
Are you doubting the plan?
We'll
Right.
go through with the test.
Your plan
It
went
will
south.
work, but we'll still have to deal with Daryl when he comes back.
Oh, they already know.
I amended the order.
It was her, not him. I thought it was him.
How?
Okay.
I told them the truth. That you felt he would be an obstacle as long as he was around.
So she removed it.
What about the others?
Yeah, you fucked it.
Isabelle.
I don't blame you for being angry.
Hello.
They
You
were
should be.
not part of the plan. Your prophecy inspired these people.
It's not inspiration though, is it?
All these years, we've come too far to let it all be foiled now by weakness.
Banish her.
What we all want is to be certain.
I used to teach English, but it was long ago.
That was convenient.
Rémi. Enchanté.
Carol.
She's trained to start over. In New France, I was skeptical, but it's hard to argue with bread. His lungs has it more and more difficult to breathe, and I
You
heard
don't
that my
realise
dead
you're
doctor
going to the
was asked.
store, eh?
They wouldn't let us ride together. I don't understand why.
That really doesn't sound good, regardless of what you may call it.
19 volontaires en tout. Marion. Il sait rien.
Quelqu'un m'a dit ça il y a des années. On y est. L'information dont j'ai besoin, elle est à l'intérieur de tout.
Why'd you keep
Ils
your
vont
life?
finir par sortir. La nonne, l'enfant, l'américain.
To beat someone that harshly and keep them alive. That was an excellent episode. So much happened in that. Especially with the little mini detour that they gave us with Carol. I was expecting it to be just... When we saw them land, I was like, right, okay, we're in France. But it did look... It did look a bit off. I'm like, that doesn't look right, France. And then immediately we knew that we were somewhere else. But the two women that you came across, what the hell was that about? I mean, they laid it out pretty simply for us that those two were originally researchers and they've been there with each other, or rather putting up with each other. I don't know whether they were romantically involved or not, possibly at some point just to have comfort, a level of comfort and love that maybe they were. But the thing that they were missing with them having the scientific mind is to continuing on the species, as far as that's concerned. They needed what nature needs to continue on the human race. They needed seed. They needed a man to come along, and Carol got in the way. But that was dispatched off quite quickly. I am so glad he also managed to take care of the other one, even though I know Carol probably would have stepped in at some point. There's no way we were taking your crazy ass with us. And then this whole Laurent going missing, I was buying into it. And then as soon as we started seeing this girl, I don't know her name, who was starting watching what's going on here, you're cooking his favourite pie. She spotted that, I spotted that. All a ruse, because Daryl's not a believer, and it's not just that they don't want him there, they don't want his influence, they don't want him taking Laurent or Isabelle away. They tried to stop Isabelle and the other black guy from going. And I really thought it was the guy in charge, whose name I also don't know. Look, there's a lot of French names in this, okay? But it wasn't. It was his subservient, or whatever she's called. And I expected him to lose it, which he did initially, and then came round to just listening to her saying, this is what we've all been working towards. We can't have someone come in and throw a spanner in the works, basically. I know I went on a bit about the religious side of things on here, but the reason I did is because of what's just been shown and what's just happened. So here's the question. If it's all leading to this and you've all created a whole new faith around expecting Laurent to be the saviour, you're expecting him to survive a bite. So supposing you got everything that you wanted and you then had him bit, and then he just dies and turns, what do you do then? That's your whole belief system out the fucking window. Crazy. But I'm not going to go on too much about the religious side of things. I know there's lots of religious people out there, and the show is just portraying how far it can go. So I don't want to get drawn into a religious shooting match with anybody. Now then, Carol's now finally just arrived here, and unfortunately she's going to be meeting Janae rather quicker than she expected, even though obviously at this point she doesn't know who she is. I'm assuming all of those people that they've fed are going to be for more experiments. Whether they've separated the two trucks off for a specific reason, whether one group's going to be for that and the other isn't, I don't know. She's managed to find the only English-speaking person who happened to just be sitting at the side of her. Doesn't matter. I'm not bothered by that. And she's on the trail trying to find Daryl, and she's left our plane, dude. 2 weeks. Expect me back in 2 weeks. So, there you go. That set it up perfectly. Now we need for it to all come together. Meanwhile, with all of that happening, and Daryl and Isabelle obviously saying there's no way they can go back now with this place, the nest isn't what you've always thought it was believed to be. They've finally accepted the fact that they're going to need to go in, get Laron and get the hell out. And she said she's going to go with Daryl. I'd like him to shack up with her. I really would. Daryl's never really had anyone in his life for very long before it's been taken away for whatever reason. He had a chance once and he kind of screwed that up to an extent. But these two seem to suit each other, so we'll see where we go. We'll be back for another episode next week. Anyway, so until then, guys, I would really appreciate it if you would like and subscribe. If you wouldn't mind, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and post your comments down below. And I will see you for episode 3 in a week. If you do want to watch them all in full length, you know where to go by now. Just head the link in the description. I would really appreciate you just taking a quick look over on Patreon. You can join. You not have to actually sign up to a tier or anything. You can just join as a free member and then make your decision from there. Right. See you for episode 3 next week. Take care.